this is Maria from Mari's Way of Life. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. I am a mommy of two beautiful girls. I am a wife. We are a family of 4 and I help my parents when possible. I am going to start this video now, and if you've been here for a while, this is a different setup. The reason being is I have already done my budget with my husband and my budget form as well. If this is your first time here, I recommend for you to watch one of my Wednesday or Thursday uploads. I will try and I'll put a card right now just so that you can see the process. This time is the first time I will film without my budget form, only because I have done that already, and there was a couple of things that kept me from filming this video the day I had to do that budget form. So right now we have touched the money that we pulled down. My husband did go and get the money. We used some for groceries. We used the gas money, our spending money, because we needed this money as of Wednesday, because that's usually when I film this, and we had to keep moving with our lives. One of the things that I have to add to this is that one of my sinking funds envelopes was kind of chunky, so I gave I gave my husband $200 of 20s so that he could exchange it for two $200 bills. So this is not part of my husband's paycheck. And again, if you're new here, this is only my husband's paycheck. My paycheck is used for all the major bills, and his paycheck is used for sinking funds and cash flow during the week. I hope that makes sense, and I didn't skip anything just because this is the third time I'm trying to film this today. So let's go ahead and move forward and see if we can figure this out together. Hopefully I'm not missing any denominations. Like I said, my husband took this to the bank, and this is a cash envelope bill breakdown, and I will show you how I got the denominations and the quantity and my totals. So for that, I will bring out my budget form, and it's called, in my Etsy shop, it's called just cash budget form. And this is what I use. I did it a little different just because I was under pressure with my husband. And what we do, he actually doesn't do this with me. What he does, and I actually decided to use, let me bring this up, my Simply Gilded little notebooks. I don't know what size this is. Is this a B6 maybe? I don't know. And I have tons of these from a subscription box that I have for Simply Gilded. If you're interested, go ahead and check it out. But anyway, part of the subscription box, there's always this little notebook. So because I'm building quite a collection, I realized, well, let me start using it. So typically we do this on a Post-it, and it was working out because we weren't doing sinking funds. So now we need something bigger than a Post-it, and I figure I will make the use of these little notebooks. Okay, so that's what we use. Sorry, I was going to show you that. This is what we use. And usually we put the amount he got paid. That's what he got paid, $670.55. And then we make sure that we pay bills. And then we have for groceries and gas. And then we put spending, other bills, especially my afterpays. I have a lot of those. I bought a lot more stuff this week. I've been breaking my no spend. I was doing good, and all of a sudden, I don't know what to tell you. I've been having a lot of retail therapy, and there's no way to explain retail therapy other than call it what it is. It's retail therapy. I'm done with that. So, okay. So this one I did thinking I wasn't going to show you. So I started from the bottom to the top only because I wrote these like, I don't know, last weekend or so, just to make sure to add these totals because they're all sinking funds, just to see if I was going to be able to keep with these numbers every check coming after last week, because I'm scared that I won't be able to fund them. Not because we super need them, but because it makes me feel good when I have this money ready and I'm not anxious, I'm not nervous. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that before I keep going, because I can. All right, so All of these are sinking funds. Let me go ahead and read them out. I put optometry, $12. Gifts, $40. Property taxes, $8. Dental, $5. IRS, $8. 30-day challenge. This week is $77. 52-week challenge. We're in the 28th week of the year, so it's $28 added. Emergency fund. That was my $1,000 emergency fund in my savings, in my envelope that says savings. But we use 400 out of there for plumbing issues. So I need to build up to that amount. My idea is that maybe out of this 30-day challenge, I can replace that. We'll see how that works out. All right. Easy Afterpay, $23. Savings, $50. Driver license renewal, $37. Afterpay for Happy Planner, $14. Groceries, $150. Gasoline, $70. Spending, $80. Sweet tea Afterpay, $18. And then emergency fund, and this was just taken out of the emergency fund just to get the denominations of $100 bills. This is not from my husband's paycheck. I just added it here to change them from $20 denominations to $100 denominations, only because the envelope was getting chunky. So that's all that is. This is not part of my husband's paycheck again. All right. So once I do all of that, I figure out what denominations I want from each one of them. And I should have put 200 here. Let me go ahead and do that. That way you know what I'm talking about. So we had $200. And then I want two $100 bills. This one is an online payment, so I don't need any denominations. But for spending, it's 40 for my husband and 40 for me. So then I put four $20 denominations. And then once I have all of them, I add them, put my total right here, and then say, well, three $100 bills is $300. So on and so forth from each cash breakdown. Then I add my totals, and that's the total amount that is coming out of the bank account. So that's what he got out cash, $688. Okay? So now that I explained that, let me go ahead and start stuffing our sinking funds first, because I did use the other cash denominations. So let's start by putting this emergency $200 that I removed from here, and it should be in here. It should be 600. Let me put this to the side just to see my notes. And these envelopes I created myself. I did sell them in my Etsy shop, but I don't have time to make them right now. But all it is I cut, what is it, scrapbook paper, and then laminate it. That's what I did. So here is my savings envelope. Oh, before I move on, I'm sorry. This binder is an A5 size from the Recollections brand at Michael's. All right. So here we had $1,000 last Monday or so. Now we have 100. 200, 300, 400, 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it is 500. Oh my gosh. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. My question is, why do I have 700 instead of 600? Because I did pull out 400 from my savings. So, I mean, did I have 1,000? Maybe I don't know. Okay, guys. So, Please remind me. There's $100 extra in here. I'm not sure why. For some reason, I don't know. Oh, I know what this is from. This right here. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I remember. I'm just gonna put these 50s here. Well, I'll put the $100 bill. I know why there were 200 in the bank. Oh my gosh, I was so confused right now. So there's 600 in here now. Whew, that was scary because I know what I did. There was a lot of 20s and 5s on my 52-week challenge. I'm so glad I remember that. And so I asked my husband to bring in change, or not change, to bring in the $100 bill so it won't be chunky. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, we'll count it when we get here, so just to verify. But for now, savings has 600, so I want to build up to $1,000 again. And I think today we put in 50, but we should see. Okay, Sweet Tea. It was an online payment. We're gonna skip these for now. Well, I won't skip them. I'll go ahead and show you. For spending, it's $80. My husband takes his 40 immediately. And then I actually just pulled out these 40 like, I don't know, like 5 hours ago because I went to do my nails. And then I added them to my wallet. So see what a hot mess I have here. So I added 40. And then my nails were 35. And then I have $5 in here, okay? I'll come back to this one because we're gonna need it. And then for gasoline, it was $70 and deposited on the 8th. And then my husband put it in the Costco cash card on the 9th. So that one is all gone. Then groceries, it was 150 added. So let's go ahead and check that out. See, on the 8th, he added, or we added $150. We had leftover our $20 from last week, so we had 170. And then Costco was 130, so we should have 40 behind this. And we have 20, 40. Okay. Then I think we're good, right? I didn't put anything for eating out this time because I figure if we had any groceries, we'll use that for eating out because I don't know that I want that category anymore. We're considering removing it and just adding it to groceries because we've been eating out a lot and it's, well, number one, not healthy. And then number two, it really doesn't help our budget at all. Okay, so we're done with my wallet. Then we're moving on to Afterpay, online payment, driver's license renewal. I did that on Wednesday, $37. Savings, $50 were transferred. So I think now we have $100 there. I think I'll deposit that to mom. And then EC Afterpay, $23, done. For emergency fund, to rebuild that, I did put $50. So now I'll move this to the side for notes and we'll go to savings again here in the back. And now we're going to add a $50 bill. So let's move these up a little bit. Like that. And now we should have 650. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 650. Okay, so that goes in here. Then I have for my 52-week challenge to be added $28. And we're in the 28th week. So we did 26, 27, and now we're 28th. 28th week should be $406. So let me bring in the 28. That's 20, 25, 28. Okay, so now let's put this in here. $5 bill and then a $20 bill. Okay, so let's hope that that amount is correct. So again, $406. I can't believe we're at 406. Hopefully this is right. That's 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 400, 401, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what we said? 406. Perfect. So that's what the $100 were for when I was doing my savings. I'm glad I figured it out because, oh my goodness, I know how hard that could be later on to figure out. Okay, so there we go. 52-week challenge done and done. Now we're moving on to my 30-day challenge, and this was started by Christina. Christina loves planning. She has the most amazing posts. Like, they're just like beautiful, like aesthetically pleasing, like just to the core. So anyway, she's doing this 30-day challenge and I adjusted it to fit my needs. I want to save $600 this month. Is it going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. I've been doing too many afterpays, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to pay some of that off. But for now, we do need to add 77 to this 30-day challenge. So we're going to do 50. Oh, yeah, 70, 75. Okay, 50, 70, 75, 76, 77. And let's put it in here. And that gives us the amount of 50, 100, yeah, 100, 120, 25, 30, 31, 32, $132 for now. All right, 30-day challenge done. Now I want to do IRS $8. Five, 6, 7, 8. And like I said, I just started last week, so that's why I did not want to stop, because I divided by the exact months when I'm gonna need this. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I feel like there should be 16. 5, 10, 11, oh yeah, there, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yes, for IRS. Then I need just to start putting some money in dental, because eventually, I think I decided to put that in health. Yeah, because I don't have a dental. Yep. So eventually I want to have my daughter get braces, and this is nothing in comparison to what we need, but something is something. We'll see what happens here. Okay, $5 there in health. And then property taxes, I want to do $8 there. There, right here. And last week, I believe we did 8. So now we add 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 6, and 10, 16. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's for property taxes right there. And last thing right here will be, what is it? Optometry. So that should be right here, right there. And that's $12. And my insurance does cover my visit and certain glasses for me, but sometimes I want to upgrade certain things and I want to be able to have the luxury of wearing what I like, especially when I need them every day. So that is something that I just, you know, I decide to do, whether or not that means that I'm gonna have to build up to that. So here we go, 100, 200, 210, 220, 221, 22, 23, 24. 224 in here, like so. All right, well, my sinking funds are fulfilled. The only one that I didn't do in here was for gifts because I wanted to purchase an Amazon gift for my friend, so I just left it online. And that, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, it actually arrived today at her place, so I was really happy about that. All right, I feel like I have to go sanitize everything, and I will, but before I let you go, I want to tell you that if you are thinking or considering getting out of debt or building up some money or savings, whatever that may be, please don't wait until January. I'm telling you, my anniversary for budgeting is next month. I started on August because I was very excited to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to find this page. Very excited to do that right after I got back from my trip from Mexico last year. And I remember binge watching so many budget videos, 70% of which like really confused me, but I kind of got the gist of what I wanted to do. And hence why I came out with this form, because this is like a form for dummies, you know, like those books for dummies. That's kind of like how this feels, just because they had variable expenses and they had, I don't know, 10% of this and then 80% of that and then 5%. I'm like, I can't do that every week because my husband gets paid weekly and we need that cash flow. Maybe eventually once I build a bigger savings and I have cash flow, then we can get there. But right now this really helps, and I'm not really a stickler and anything on my budget, but I do want to make sure everything has a name. If every dollar has a name, it's harder for you to spend elsewhere, except when you do Afterpay, which to me, it has been like the best and the worst thing that has ever happened. But at the same time, I do enjoy using the products that I buy, and I love sharing it with you guys. So this really helps me out. I'm glad that you guys were able to spend some time with me. Sorry that it was a little too late to do all of my cash wallet or tab inserts stuffing. I don't know if that's a thing. Insert stuffing or tab stuffing. I wanted to make sure this was filmed because I had not stuffed my sinking funds. So hopefully this helped you. If you needed more info or how I fill out that form, all of my like Thursday uploads that are budgeting videos do go over that form. This is the first one I think I do that I don't actually fill it out with you guys. So just go ahead and check those out. I'm hoping that I inspire you. If anything, start today. I love you guys. Take care. But more than anything, God bless.